Hello everybody, I'm Melissa and welcome back to Book Bar and welcome to another vlog. This is going to be a FanRo vlog. I have been really in a FanRo mood lately. I got a couple at Barnes & Noble recently that just sound really good, and I've just been wanting to read FanRos. I really want to read Blood Mercy. Like, there's a bunch on KU that I really want to read. I have a lot that I want to get to before Polycon in April. So I just have a lot of books that I need to read, that I need to get to ASAP. So I'm going to be reading some FanRos because I've been in a FanRo mood and I want to read some FanRos. So I figured I would vlog reading some FanRos. I don't know how many I'll read. Probably 4, maybe 5, depending on how long things go. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to read for this vlog. I do have Dawn of Onyx. I have Phoenix Unbound by Grace Draven. I have The Hurricane Wars. I have the new Carrie Maniscalco. Blood Mercy, like I said. I have a couple checked out. House of Beating Wings. There's a couple other ones. But yeah, Bewitched by Laura Thalasso, which I know is more of a paranormal switchy than it is fantasy. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot that I want to read. So I'm just going to go ahead and read them. And I will give you all my thoughts as I get going. But yeah, if it sounds interesting, stay tuned. It'll be a good time. Hello. Yesterday I started and got to about 25% of Song of the Marked. And it's interesting so far. It really just throws you in right away. So this follows Cass, and she has been marked by the fading sickness. Her hair is gray, her eyes are very pale, and the fading sickness basically is just a way you waste away and die kind of in this world. And she has her band of misfit friends, and they're trying to figure out what the king is doing. And she ends up in this I don't know, forbidden forest type thing, and she meets this guy, and then later that day she steals something from this guy. And yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of confused. There's a lot happening, but the only name I really know is Cass. So that's the heroine's name. There's a half-elf character, and she has to go she's trying to get medicine for her mom, her stepmom, all this, or adopted mom, all this stuff is happening, and I'm kind of confused. So I'm wondering if the guy she stole the bracelet from is going to be the hero, but I don't know if there's something forbidden about him because he has a forbidden sword with forbidden magic in it, and she saw him in the forest area, like I said, and then she stole the watch, or stole the bracelet from him. So I don't know, we'll see. It's interesting so far. I'm excited to continue. I'm just a little confused, and I think obviously 25% generally I tend to be a little confused until I get a little bit further, so we'll see. But I'm gonna go because I want to continue, and it's really hot in my car. Oh, it's only 58 degrees outside, but the sun is very bright. My car is all black interior minus the roof, so just the heat is emanating off of it. But yeah, I'm gonna go and go back to work, and possibly I might not listen to any more of Song of the Marked, just because I feel it's a book that I need to focus on. It was a great driving audiobook because while I'm driving, I am actually listening to it. I'm focused. I'm not doing anything else. Especially the drive that I take, I make this drive all the time. 2-hour drive from here to Dallas. I make it all the time, and I have my map. I have Waze on just for cops and things like that, and so I know that drive. I don't have to. I'm not looking at signs, worried, anything like that. I know exactly where I'm going. So it was a good book for that. So it might be a book that I have to actually listen. It might be a good cleaning book, because then I can focus without worrying. I don't know if it'll be one that I can listen to while I'm working. We'll see. if I like start it and I get too confused, I'll just put like a chapter and I'll just restart the chapter and next time I read. But yeah, not that you care. I'm gonna go and I'll talk to you in the next one. Hello, I am 50% of the way through the Song of the Marked and I think I'm gonna DNF it. I don't know, I might give it like one more chapter, but I keep zoning out while I'm listening to it and I'm just like not engaged. I feel like the romantic connection just like isn't there. So I don't know. If I come back and I've said I've DNF'd it, then I've DNF'd it. Like I don't know. I don't see it, like it's not a bad book. I'm having a fine time with it, but like I don't see it getting more than a 3-star. And at this point in the year, anything that's just gonna be a 3-star just means it's fine and I should just DNF it. Like I don't know that, but I've heard the cliffhanger is like amazing and like the ending is like, whoa. So I don't know, we'll see. I might end up like powering through it, but don't be surprised if I come back here and start a new book. But yeah, I will update you on the next one. Hello, I have DNF'd the Song of the Marked. I just don't care. It's not a bad book. I think it's good. I have heard a lot of people really love it, but I just don't see it getting more than 3 stars. And I was like trying to listen to more and I just don't care. Like anytime I go back to listen, I'm like, I forget what had happened. And I like haven't, it's not like I've been like waiting days in between. I just legitimately do not care. So I'm just going to DNF it because I don't see it being more than 3 stars. And at this point in the year, I just don't care to read more than that. So like to read books that aren't going to be, like if I was hate reading it, that'd be a different story because then at least I could talk about hate reading it. Also, I really need to organize my bookshelves because they're a disaster right now, but that's a different story. But yeah, I am going to go and figure out what I'm going to read next. I've been on like a buying fantasy romance journey lately, but I haven't been reading the fantasy romances. So I have a bunch and I need to read them. So I'll pick one and I'll talk to you when I get to 25% of it. Hello. I am 25% of the way through A Dawn of Onyx, and I'm having a good time with it so far. I'm tabbing it up and highlighting and having a great time annotating it. But this follows Arwen, who is a healer in the Kingdom of Amber, and her kingdom has been fighting with the Kingdom of Onyx and the Onyx King for years, and her brother is one of these people that's fighting in this war. And one day, and her mom is ill and her sister, they believe that it's been a year since they've heard from her brother, so they just believe he's dead. And then one night he just shows up out of the blue and was like, we gotta go. We're gonna go to Kingdom of Garnet and live out our lives there. He'd stolen some money from the soldiers, and was like, we're gonna go do this. We're gonna start over. We're gonna live our lives. So they're on their way to go to this boat to get across, and they realize they forgot something, and so Arwen goes home to grab it because she's like, I'm really fast. I'll just run in and I'll grab it. And she gets there, and there's a bunch of Onyx soldiers at her house, and they were just gonna kill her, but she convinced them that she could heal this one guy who was his guts were falling out. So she heals him, and they take her and she basically agrees to trade her life, and be in servitude to them so that her brother and her mom and sister can get away. And yeah, so now she's in the Shadowland, Shadowhold. She's in the Shadowhold, and she has met a mysterious man in her dungeon cell, next to her, but he escaped, or she thinks he escaped, and he keeps kind of showing up. And there was a line in here. There was a "Who did this to you?" It was fantastic. But yeah, I'm having a good time with it. I mean, is it the best thing ever written? No. But is it a good time? Yeah. Is it a quick read? It's fairly fast. It reads fairly quick. But I think I'm done for the night. I'm going to take my makeup off and go to bed because I have yawned 3 times. And it's late. I had a long day. So I'm gonna go, and I will talk to you all when I get to 50% of Onyx. Hello, I am just about halfway through Onyx by Kate Golden, and I'm having a good time with it. There is great banter in this between Arwen and our hero, and yeah, like there's been so many like who hurt you moments. I'm having a great time with it. Like I don't want to say much, but you know she did learn who the hero really is. He had pretended to be a that was a terrible angle. He had pretended to be a prisoner with her, but he wasn't. He's someone a lot more important than that. So, yeah, I'm having a good time with it. Like, is it the best written book I've ever read? No. But am I having a great time? Yes. Like, look at those tabs. I'm highlighting, underlining, having a great time. So, yeah, I'm excited to continue, and I will update you all when I get to 75%. Hello. Good morning. I am laying in bed, and I want to keep reading. Now the sun is starting to come out, so I can read this while turning my light on. About 75% of the way through Dawn of Onyx, and the reveals that we got in the last 25% are shocking and exciting, and I'm having a great time with it. Like, I mean, is this the greatest thing ever? No, but the banter is bantering. The, like, tension between the two characters is tensioning. Like, I'm having a great time with it. Like, it's good. I'm enjoying it. So, I'm excited to continue and finish it. I'm tabbing and, like, highlighting. I'm having a great time. Oh, that one doesn't... There we go. I'm having a great time with it. Like, I don't often tab, like, first reads, but I've started doing it more with, like, fantasy romances because I just feel like I'm immersed in the world a little bit more when I do that. So, yeah. I'm having a good time. And I'm going to go because I want to keep reading. And I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello. I have finished Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. And I'm giving this 4 stars. It was a good time. The end was... I actually was shocked. Like, what happened. And, yeah. I'm excited to continue in the series. I think book 2 comes out in like March or something, A Promise for Peridot or Promise of Peridot, and I'm excited for it and to see what happens. But I had a great time with this. The bantered. It was wonderful. So yeah, 4 stars. I think there was just a few things that like could have been done a little differently. Like it's not a favorite, but I had a fantastic time with it. And like I said, I'm excited to continue, and I'll probably annotate, and it'll just be so fun to see all of them. I think it's trilogy. Yeah, the Sacred Stones. I thought it said trilogy. Yeah, romance trilogy on the back. When all 3 of them are like lined up together, annotated and beautiful. Like I'm excited because the second one's covers green, so it'll have fun like green tabs, green and pink. And yeah, so I'm excited that this one was a win after the failure that was a Song for the Marked. So I next will be reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts. And I'm excited for that one because I have heard nothing but good things about it. So I will talk to you all when I've read some of that. Hello, I am 25% of the way through Powerless by Lauren Roberts. And I'm having a good time with this. This follows Peyton, who is an ordinary, which it is not good to be an ordinary in her society. It means she has no power, but she pretends that she is a psychic because she's really good at reading people and has learned how to like hone that ability into pretending she's a psychic and that she has just a mundane ability and is able to live in this society. Until one day she accidentally saves Prince Kai, who is an elite, obviously, and he is the second son to the king, supposed to be the royal enforcer, and she saves him because his power is to use other people's powers, but
one day he goes up against a silencer who can basically stop any power from happening. Well, because Peyton is an ordinary, she doesn't have a power, she can't be silenced. She can't be, like, her power can't be hidden, or her power can't be taken. And Kai kind of like sits and she's like, well, no, it's like, okay, I can block it out. Like, it's very weak power. So now she ended up getting put into these trials, and it's very much like Hunger Games-esque, where there's like the rich people wanting, you know, a show put on. So like they have to do like an interview, and that's how people get to like you. And so she puts on this show, and she's of course the poor girl. And yeah, it's good so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. There's been a lot of really fun moments. Banter is bantering, which I love that. So I'm excited to see what happens. The like first interview has happened, so we haven't had any of like the trials yet, but yeah, I'm having a good time. Hopefully can finish this in the next couple days. So it's a quick read. It's just, but I'm annotating it, so it takes a little bit longer, and just getting all the pens and everything out takes forever. So yeah, that's all I have for now, and I'm gonna go to bed because I am exhausted, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Hello, I am 50% of the way through Powerless by Lauren Roberts, and I'm having a great time with it. It is getting very, very fun. The banter is still bantering, but like the romance is progressing. It's not just them bantering back and forth and being enemies. They're in the first trial of the trials, and they have decided to work together because Kai, he's intrigued by her. He might be in love with her a little bit. I also think his brother is slightly in love with her. So, but yeah, it's good so far. I'm really having a good time with it. It's kind of leaned a little bit away from, like, at first it was very much like Hunger Games, but I think it's more leaning away from that now and becoming its own thing. So I'm having a good time with it. I'm excited to continue. Hopefully I can finish before the end of the year. I got half of the book to go, so we'll see. About 250 pages. But yeah, I'm gonna go keep reading because I'm having a great time, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, I am 75% of the way through Powerless, and am I going to get a potential favorite of the year on the last day of the year? I am obsessed. Like, the romance is so spoony, but also like just fun. Like, the banter is amazing. Like, they haven't even done anything semi-romantic other than dance together. Like, they haven't kissed, nothing. It is very YA, but I'm loving it so much. Like, it's so good. I'm having a great time with it. Tabbing it, highlighting. I think I've actually been highlighting and like underlining stuff more than I've been tabbing, which is fine. Like, if you look inside of it, it's just so fun and colorful, but I'm loving it. They just completed the second trial, and Peyton actually won that trial, and Kai's father is very much like, no, like, this girl cannot win. This girl from the slums cannot win. And Kai's like, well, I mean, look at her. Like, she has both princes, like, enamored with her, but I'm interested as to what's going to happen because she has found the resistance and possibly joined up with them. And obviously they're against the king, which we know she hates the king. We know why she hates the king. And yeah, it's good so far. I'm really having a great time with it. I'm excited to see what happens in the next, like, 25%. I'm sure it's gonna end on a cliffhanger because it's a trilogy, so, and I think there's supposed to be like 6 trials, and they've only just done 2, so, in this book, so we'll see. But I'm having a great time with it. I'm really enjoying it, so yeah, I'm gonna go finish it, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good evening. I have finished Powerless, and I am absolutely giddy over this book. I just loved it so much. If you watched my 23 favorites from 2023, you will have seen this. It was in my December stats and faves. I finished this a couple days ago, and I just haven't had a chance to film the wrap up of it. But 5 stars. I absolutely loved this. Peyton and Kai and that ending. I am nervous for book 2. Like, I
am terrified for what's going to happen. But I loved this. I loved the banter. I loved the relationship development. I had a great time. Just fantastic. 5 stars. And yeah, I am excited. I will have already started my next book. So you will see that. I will be reading The Witch Collector. You will see that coming up next. So I'm going to go, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.
Hello. Good morning. I am 25% of the way through, or 25-ish. I'm done with part 1, which this book, The Witch Collector, is broken up into 4 parts. So it's perfect. I'll talk about each part. But I'm done with part 1 of The Witch Collector by Charissa Weeks. And I'm intrigued so far. I'm not like sure I'm loving it, but it follows Raina, who her sister years ago was picked by the Witch Collector. And every year since then, she has not been picked. Raina hasn't. And her goal this year is she's going to get the Witch Collector to take her to the Frost King so she can get her sister back. Of course, there are other things at play, and we meet the Witch Collector, and we learn that he is actually really good friends with her sister. Her sister's been safe and fine. And he goes, and he's finally told, like, he needs to pick her this year. Even though he had made a deal with her sister that he wouldn't pick her. But he needs to pick her because she's needed. Her powers are needed. She's not aware of what her powers are because they've been hidden from her mom. But, like, she kind of knows, but she doesn't know how powerful she truly is. Of course, as is always in these. But it's kind of fun because it's got, like, a sent to kill you vibe, but she's the one sent to kill him. Kind of like she's, like, determined to get him. And I love a good revenge story, so we'll see. It's interesting so far. I'm excited to continue, and that's what I'm going to go do. So I don't really have much else to say, but we'll see how I feel about it as I continue. And I will update you all when I finish part 2. Hello. Good afternoon. I am 50% of the way through The Witch Collector. And it's very interesting. Like, I feel like there's not much I can talk about because, like, a lot is happening, but you kind of need to experience it for yourself. But I'm having a good time with it. Like, it's not going to be, like, a new favorite, unfortunately. Not starting off the year with a banger of a FanRo, but that's okay. I'm still having a good time with it. I'm enjoying it. And who knows what happens at the end. But it is, the heroine is kind of frustrating, but that's okay. I'm having a good time. So I'm going to go and continue reading. And I will talk to you all when I get to 75%. Hello, I have finished The Witch Collector by Charissa Weeks. And I know I didn't do a 75% check-in, but I've decided that this year I'm not going to, like, force myself to do update, like, check-ins at, like, each, quarter, if I'm not, like, feeling that I have anything new to say, anything, like, exciting to say. It was all just very fine. I really did enjoy the end, and I'm excited to continue. Like, the end had me gripped and had me excited to continue the series. So I'll definitely be picking up at least the second book, and we'll go from there. And yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm tired. It's been a long week, but I did enjoy it. I don't think I said. I gave it 3.5 stars. And yeah, it was a good time. So, I am going to go, like I already said. And I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello. Good morning. I, over the weekend, started and got to like 20-ish%, 25% of A Thief of Silver and Souls by Eve Chase. I'll put it right here. I believe it's Wide Shoes, but it is fantasy, so we're putting it here. And I'm writing this for Jess from Honest Fiction's Patreon book club. And so basically this follows this girl Ivy, who her touch is deadly. Like, I don't know if it's like her touch or like if she has to like long-term touch something. I don't fully grasp that. But her powers are deadly. And so she kind of like hides in the shadows and steals. She's basically like a Robin Hood, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, or stealing from people that are stealing from the poor.
to get back to them. And one day she happens to witness a noblewoman's murder, and you know, she's a thief. So she steals the noblewoman's bracelet, and the noblewoman then ends up putting her soul into, like her essence into Ivy, and she kind of like basically tells Ivy why she was murdered, and that Ivy needs to help out her friends who are also looking into like their scourge something, and they're basically like evil, and they're using like blood magic to do like bad things, kind of is essentially what it is. And I have a feeling it's going to be her relationship with those three guys, because it sounds like they might have all been in a relationship with Jules, and so she just like she ended up having to tell them that Jules was murdered, because she like went to like search, because she originally wasn't going to tell them, but she went like around like asking questions and found out that people hid her, like had hid the body and like hid the murder. So yeah, we will see what happens, but I'm excited to continue. It's good so far. I don't know how many updates I'll give. We'll see. I do have to go to work because it's time to go to work, and yeah, I'll talk to you on the next one. Good afternoon. It is freezing. I wish I would have brought a jacket with me. So this will be fast, but I am 50% of the way through A Thief of Silver and Souls, and it's interesting. I mean, it's not gonna be like a favorite. It is very slow burn, and I'm still confused as to who she's going to be with. Like, I don't know. There's like an enemies to lovers vibe, obviously. There's a friends to lovers. There's the playboy, you know, all of the fun tropes that heroes have. But I'm not sure who she's going to be with, because there's really been no like romance. When I was like, originally I thought maybe the noblewoman Julita that she witnessed die, I thought maybe she had been in like a why choose relationship with these men, but she said like, no, we're just friends, like platonic love basically. So we'll see. I don't know, but I was gonna go to the post office and drop something off, but I don't think I'm going to, because it is really windy, and I don't know, I kind of just want to go back inside and sit with my heater on. So that's probably what I'll do, but I'm gonna go and listen to more of this. I don't know that I'll do a 75% update, kind of like with the Witch Collector. I just don't know that I'll have enough information, and I kind of feel like giving an update just for the sake of giving an update is kind of lame. So, I mean, I feel like not that I really had much to say here, and maybe at 75 I'll have a better idea of who she's with, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna go because it's starting to rain, and I don't want to be in my car when it's raining, or I don't want to be outside when it's raining, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Good evening. I am coming here to talk about the end of A Thief of Silver and Souls, as well as closing out my FanRo vlog. I ended up giving A Thief of Silver and Souls 3 stars. And the ending really had me gripped, but like halfway through I was just kind of bored. I didn't do 75% check-in because, like I said, with the Witch Collector, if I don't feel like I have anything exciting to say, I'm not going to say anything. And I didn't really have any, I mean, I don't know, this is supposed to be a why choose romance, and I don't know why she would choose any of them. The only one she had any kind of chemistry with was Casimir, which is the only one she does anything with in this one. So, yeah, I don't know. Didn't love that. Did not love that. But I am excited to continue because, like, what happened at the end? It's like, oh, now I need to know. Also, I was shocked by so we, you know, obviously we know that she witnesses a noblewoman being murdered, and that's why she ends up with this noblewoman's soul inside of her. And I was shocked by who actually was the murderer. It was quite shocking. But yeah, I had a good time with this vlog. I read some fantastic, well, I read one, like, new all-time fave, FanRo in Powerless. Like I said, if you watched my 2023 favorites, it snuck in there as one of my favorites. And then The Dawn of Onyx was a solid book, and I will definitely be picking up the next book. And also the third book has been announced. So both of those will come out this year, and I will definitely be picking them up at some point throughout the year. And then I will probably at some point continue with both this Thief of Silver and Souls and the Witch Collector series. They were decent, but like not faves. Like I'm not like itching to get to the next one like I am with Powerless. Like why is July so far away? But yeah, I usually don't talk and do other things, but I really need to get this blanket done for my friend's daughter that I'm going to see tomorrow, and I'm not even close to it being done. So I mean, luckily I'm going there for like a week, so we'll just give it to her at some point throughout the week. But I'm hoping to get a little bit more done tonight, hopefully. So yeah, that is all I have for now for this vlog. If you made it to the end, leave me a princess emoji, because my other gift for my friend's daughter is princess tea set. So leave me a princess emoji or crown or something. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff. It really helps me out. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye.